Trade Center served 5,000 students. That's very good. By the time he left us last week and the following year, Kevin and his remarkable team, our friends and colleagues dedicated not only to his memory, but to the vision that he inspired, served more than 12,000. Thank you, friend.
People will forget what you said, but people will never forget how you made them feel. This is from Maya Angela. Mr. Kevin Williams, he made a positive impact with all of students. I remember my first time going to the Writing Center, and it was with Mr. Kevin Williams, and I don't remember what the paper was about, but I do remember how he made me feel. He, like others before me have said, he was very patient and very understanding, and he wanted to make me become a better writer. And after that, you know, that feeling that he gave out was that I was always welcome back, and I could always come to him for anything. And even after that one experience in the hallways, he would always say hi, and I would see that with other students as well. So I was not the only one that he made feel welcome and very nice. In addition to making us feel welcome, he also inspired us to become better, not just as writers, but in our own success, like Dr. Grice has said. We will remember the good he has made in all our lives.
Good afternoon. James Unzo Jones, I am the SGA president. When I first met Mr. Williams, it was my first semester, and the moment I looked at him and he looked at me, I felt immediate respect from him because I got the feeling that he knew what kind of person I was. And from then on out, it was just immediate respect. As the times keep going on, he became more subjective to me than just an objective person. And from my experiences with him, I've learned a couple of things. Starting off when I was running for SGA president, and it seemed like it was a straight shot, and it just didn't seem like it was really going to happen. But one thing he told me was, it really doesn't matter what everyone else is really doing, as long as you believe in what you're doing. And that's the lesson that I first learned from him. It doesn't matter who, what, or where they're doing, as long as you stick to what you know and what you believe in. There also came a time where I doubled my efforts to win, and I became really exhausted. And when I become exhausted, everything is irritating, everything is just troublesome. And so he would look at me and he would say, you put your best foot forward. Meaning, no matter what life, what trials come in our way, the things we go through, the things we struggle with, it's very more satisfying at the end because we put our best foot forward. Before his death, I've lost someone else close to me years back. And the irony of it all was the week he was murdered, and before I even knew, I kept saying, I don't want to feel that pain again. I don't want to go through that again. I can't do it. And throughout that time, I always sunk my emotions in deep within, to the point where it felt like I couldn't be touched. But even in death, Mr. Williams taught me something else. It doesn't matter how hard you hold your emotions in. Eventually something's going to come out, something's going to happen to the point where you have no choice but to unfold what you've been carrying in you. And I found out that everyone has a weakness, because I surely know mine. Throughout the grieving process, a friend of mine came up to me and he says, you know, you shouldn't do that. I don't think Mr. Williams wants you to grieve over him. And that's another thing he taught me. Yes, we've lost a friend, a father, a mentor, a teacher, a son. But I don't think that even he would want us dwelling about him, because the world is going to keep spinning. And we can't just stand still. So from him I learned that you're just